Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Logy PC and welcome back to War in the Pacific and our play by email game against Invictus. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a good day and a good time. We're back in our campaign, which is, it's interesting. There's stuff happening. It's fun. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And we will investigate things and see how stuff is happening today. Okay. Allied submarines. Nothing really happening with them. Not a fan of Allied submarines. They need to just keep eye on that. Now, luckily, it looks like we're getting through the night pretty smoothly. Which means things can happen a little bit quicker. Ooh, okay. That is interesting. That this Dutch sub tried to hit the offshore, the destroyer, missed, and luckily the Takeo seemed to have some depth charges on it, which I didn't actually realize it did, and did some damage to that sub. So that's always kind of useful, to try and keep the allies, or the allied subs, kind of keeping them down and, away from us, particularly at the moment, as we're not necessarily retreating, we're withdrawing from the engagement at the Sunda Strait, which was a pretty significant engagement, actually. Again, kind of curious, and we're going to keep an eye on the op reports over the next few turns and next few videos, just to see if the allies... what has happened to the allied ships. We're thinking, at best, there is, one, maybe two heavy cruisers sunk, as well as two light cruisers sunk. So yeah, I mean, if we can, if we do actually have that, it's a lot of sub action this morning. Luckily, it's not too much doing any damage. But if that is the case, it would be very, very, very interesting to actually see what is kind of going on with that. So we will keep an eye out for that. And see if we have got confirmation of the damage done. Okay, now this is a little worrying. There is only one flying tiger, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't do a lot of damage. Luckily, we got away with that. Don't really want to lose Betty bombers early. Okay. We will keep an eye on that and maybe get some units to support. We are doing some damage to those Chinese troops there. Here is our Zeros doing sweeps over Singapore, and you could see that there could be a lot of buffaloes coming here. It's set up to 56, I think, or 54. Now, this is what we've been wanting to do for a little while, is really try our best to get onto these buffaloes and basically destroy the air defense capabilities of the allies over Singapore. Because if we can do that, then it allows us to bomb Singapore, keep the allies from really digging in too much, make it somewhat easier for us to kind of capture it going forward. Now, so far, this is pretty good. It seems that we've managed to get on the tails of these buffaloes, and are doing a decent amount of damage to them. I am going to skip it forward because we are going to be here otherwise all day, and we can keep an eye on things that way. Now, there is planes disappearing, but it didn't seem like we were losing too many planes. According to that, we've lost 1 Zero destroyed, but according to that, 22 buffaloes destroyed. Wow. Sweep over Akyab doesn't really show anything. Okay, again, that one flying tiger getting a little bit of damage on our Sallies, but nothing too spooky. And this is what we like. The sweeps here of these Oscars seem to have drawn out some demons. It does seem that, you know, Invictus is probably aware that we are looking to attack down here. And he has put some aircraft over there, which is fine, you know. But if we can deal with them and hopefully destroy them, although a few of these are spinning away from fire, which is a little bit worrying, then, you know, it allows, because demons can carry bombs and can be somewhat effective, it just provides us with that air cover when we come to land at is it Makassar or Maskakar? I never know. According to that, it was pretty much a fair trade, which is not great. We'd like to shoot a lot more down. But you gotta take what you got. Here is a load of Blenheims and Hudsons bombing Kuala Lumpur. That isn't super good. They're hitting the runway, Kuala Lumpur, doing a decent, well, a very, very high amount of damage on that runway. He's also still attacking the wrong airfield in Thailand. Now, these Blenheim 4s, the Allies don't get these replaced for a very, very long time. So, if we can hit any of them, then that would, or destroy any of them, that would be incredibly, incredibly good for us. Because, yeah, as I say, the Allies don't get them replaced for ages. Still getting these flights over Camera Bay. What did I just hit? I hit an AK cargo ship. We need to make sure we got better aircraft in Camera Bay to protect it. Because it seems like he's flying them from what should you call it? Flying them from Burma by the seams of it, or maybe India. Okay. I want to get a shout of some carriers being spotted. It's interesting. A couple of, we'll have to check what those are. Port Moresby and Newcastle. Oh, fuck off! That's not good. Tanker being hit. Yeah, that's really not good at all. And it looks like this depth charges are not doing a lot of damage. That's frustrating. God bloody damn it. Okay. Deliberate attack at tier 1. Are we breaking through there yet? Not quite. Not far off though. Bombardment attack at Clark Field. So this is with the new divisions and new infantry units. So let's see how this does. Hopefully it does pretty good. I've also noticed something that we need to do, which is we need to keep an eye on Kuhan in Malaya, as it appears that the have covered it. Still losing a lot of troops in these bombardment attacks. Shock attack Taraka. Oh my god, are we that's better. We're dealing with like a base force. You know, I'd almost expect that to be successful. Okay, Rabaul's airfield has expanded, which is really significant for us. That's what we like to see. Okay, so we've got a couple of things to look at. We've got to see what those ships that we sighted were. We also need to see what is kind of going on in Malaya, and maybe look at setting something up to help defend Camera Bay a little bit. other than that, everything should be pretty chill. So, Port Moresby was one of them. Tanker, AK, Destroyer, APD. So that would imply that there's a lot of troops moving into Port Moresby, which would make sense. Obviously, we just got to kind of see what's going on. Now, what about Newcastle? AM. So these are mine sweepers or mine layers. I think it's mine layers. MS is minesweeper. Okay. Speaking of minesweepers, we got some bold minesweepers going to go and try and remove Singapore. Kuala Lumpur did get bombed yesterday, very, very heavily. Now, this is slightly annoying because Kuala Lumpur is where we're flying the Zeros from. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, we can fly them from Kota Baru to Singapore on an offensive sweep. So what we're going to do is we will move them back to there. Not as ideal, but it's fine. We're going to put some on long-range cap to deal with whatever is there. Again, not too worried. Let's grab some pilots to make sure they've got enough there. But let's actually have a look at their pilots. Any aces? Not yet, interestingly enough. Okay. What if we take those drop tanks off? Extended radius. We'd rather not. We'll stick them with a drop tank and see how they get on. But that's fine. And then the others will move by rail. That just gives them that little bit of extra cover over what you call it. Now, Quintan does have mines, so we will actually need to mine sweep that. Should hopefully have some somewhere about, possibly. Sub chasers. Where is? Have we got some DMSs anywhere? Seemingly not. It's a bit intriguing. Sub chasers. AKLs. CLs. No. I do not. Okay. As one might say, interessant. Now, in regards to fighter cover, what I think we need to do, these Sonia's got a bit battered. Getting 10 pilots from replacements, because it's China, I'm not too worried about them. Let us go to the Oscars here, which are there. These are 1 seeds, that's fine. So, let us get into sweep, select target, Kong. Let's also put a little bit of long range cap on, a little bit of cap, and then a little bit of rest as well. Just to see if we can find those flying tigers and draw them out a little bit. Okay, so nothing too exciting elsewhere. What have we got? They're going to Camera Bay. They are on their way back. The Hasher seems to be okay. Looks like our carriers managed to get out of the way where they needed to be. Don't need to go at full speed anymore. Mission speed. Replenish at sea. No fuel transferred. Okay. So what we need to do there... You guys should be able to spread your fuel around. No? Okay. Set home port, Bangkok. There we go. They are going to make it. Now, what we do have an oiler over here. So form UTF. Where is it? Replenishment. The oiler. And let's add Camone to it. Set destination. Meet task force. And refuel. Dock. It's not going to have loads, but it'll have some. Do we have anything around that can cover it? Yes. Do. We also have the A Hasho, who has no fuel either, which also isn't very good. So let's set up Meet Task Force. Just checking we haven't got any sub-chase. EMSs in there. Ah, we've got a couple in Samar. That's fine. So what we'll do. Bomb UTF. Minesweeping. 1, 2, 3. Let's set home port as Bangkok as well. Makes it easier for them. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. What have we got protecting Camera Bay in terms of aircraft? Not a lot. There is zeros here. Which are on escort. Should be on long range cap as well. Let's transfer these to Camera Bay itself. Let's see what they can do. Again, I don't think it's going to necessarily be a long turn here, because I think most of the things that we want to do is kind of already happening. Losing a tanker was annoying as fuck, but it's fine. Why are they returning to Takeo? Oh. Weird. Now, this is my only little problem. We were trying to get this airfield built as quickly as we can. However, they're taking too long, and the 51st Guard unit is on its way to Lunga right now. I'm sure it will be fine. But these are moving back to Takeo. Do they need to go there? What's worthwhile bringing from there? If anything, I think these should be going to the north. There is some stuff. There's like the fleets and things to move. Right. We'll let them go back then. We'll let them go back. Why not? Okay. You should be loading. We're on transport. Ah, because there's a load of guns there, but they're mostly anti-tank guns. Okay, you know where I'm going to move these? Load troops. Set load, set destination. Bangkok. So that these guys can go to Burma in India. That's what I'm going to use those. Okay, again, yeah, I don't think there's actually too much we need to be doing here. Let's have a look at our industry. Still nothing really ticking over yet. Roofs are slowly going up for some reason. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Right, okay, as I say, most things are kind of just in place as we kind of expect them to be. Not really too much more we can do with these. Keep an eye on them and make sure we keep getting supplies and things like that to where they need to go. Now, something we will do is when this fleet leaves Camera Bay to attack Makassar, we will cover it with some units from the Rikiku over here. Annoyingly, we're waiting to upgrade her aircraft, which is kind of a pain in the backside. Now, can we not replenish from the port? No, we can't pick up things. Have we produced our AKEs yet? Is there a load of AKEs just hanging around waiting to move? There is a transport there. Why? Because the 54 division has... No, it's still static. There must be a reason. Must be a reason. I don't know. I do not know. But let's have a look. Are our AKEs ready to go? Type. Check ships under repair. No, 2 days. So we've got some AKUs. So, first place for them is going to be Camera Bay. Second place is going to be Babladao. Third place is going to be Rabul. Putting them there kind of allows us to kind of replenish as and when we need them and around the areas. Let's have a quick check of the signals intelligence. Radio transmissions at Midway, San Francisco, Xi'an, and Bombay. Op reports. Nothing so far. A lot of our pilots credited with, good kills, but nothing in here really. Okay, that's fine. Let's go into intelligence reports. Ships sunk. Allied ships. Go by type. Now, if I am not mistaken, there is a lot more thingies being reported there. Battleships. Maybe I am mistaken. Now, here we are reporting 3 Allied light cruisers. Although that one seemed to happen a while ago. Okay, so 2 light cruisers and 1 heavy cruiser. Now, this is the Portland class. The Portland, I don't believe, is in the game at the moment. Or I don't believe the Allies had a Portland class, or the USS Portland down there. What I think they had was the USS Houston. Now, that would be interesting if that has gone. I'm convinced that there is another British heavy cruiser that has been sunk. But I'm not 100% sure. So, we'll have to wait and see. The Allies are still winning by quite a bit. Mostly due to points for bases controlled. I'm curious as to see if there's any that we would take that suddenly give us a huge boost. That we haven't already taken, so to speak. Clark Field would, to an extent, so that's kind of key. I mean, we took Manila, so surprised that one. Yeah, that one's not as big. Kuala Lumpur doesn't really make an effect. It seems that Invictus has realized I'm not doing a Mersing gambit, so he's moving troops back rather frustratingly. Do we have bombers in the area? Yes. Right. Don't know if these Sallies will be able to reach. The Nels should be able to. There are anti-submarine patrols though. Did these guys get supplies yesterday? Yes, they are getting tiny, tiny amounts of supplies. They're getting about 10% of the supplies that they require, which is not particularly fantastic. There is actually a load of bombers here. I forgot about these guys. Okay, ground attack. Select target. Jahru Baru. There we go. Oh, not at 3,000 feet. Absolutely not. 6,000 is fine, but 3,000 is a bit low. We'll see if they can do some decent damage there. Because these guys are on the move, so they might be able to kind of catch them out. Tank Regiment should be securing Malacca soon, which will allow all these troops to move down. And then it's just a push on to Singapore from there. It's all starting to come together. We're going to get some fast transport there as well, which hopefully will keep these guys nice and supplied. Yeah. I mean, once they're supplied, we can actually start moving them north. But they do require some supplies. Very sharpish. Very sharpish. Okay. And the 4th Infantry Battalion, still taking fucking ages. Damn it. deliver attack. Capture Brunei for me. And that will be good. Miri is relatively protected. Success over here, so move forward. Okay. So we will save it here and leave it alone. So thank you very much everyone for joining us as always. It's always appreciated. You can come join us on Discord. There should be a link down below in the description. And also something that we have just started doing, or rather I have started doing more detail, is miniature painting. I actually have just finished a load of Japanese miniatures that I have sold on. If that is something that you're interested in, you can obviously join a Discord where we discuss miniatures over there. But also check out Lozy Miniatures on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, if you like what you see, then give us a shout. But until next time, everybody, have a very, very good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.